Welcome to Cowboys short story number 10, The Red Dawn Days. When the movie Red Dawn hit theaters, it left a mark on us kids that we couldn't shake. It wasn't just a movie, it was a glimpse into the world that could very well be our own. The Cold War was still simmering, and the idea of Russia or of a Russian invasion felt like a real possibility, especially when you're young and your imagination is running wild. Every morning, my buddies and I would hike out to our fort, perched up on a mountaintop, and watch the sunrise. As the sky was always a brilliant shade of blue, with streaks of white crossing it. We stared at those chemtrails and imagined they were missiles. The first wave of attack that would force us to defend our home, just like the kids in Red Dawn. We watched Red Dawn and Rambo over and over, studying every detail. We learned how the kids in the movie escaped into the mountains and evaded the Russians. And we memorized every trap and trick Rambo used to protect his base. Those movies became our survival guides. Inspired by what we saw on screen, we decided to turn our fort into a fortress. We built booby traps all around it, starting with the Punji Pit of Death. We dug a deep hole and sharpened bamboo shoots, placing them at the bottom, pointing upwards. Then covered the pit with leaves and branches so it blended in perfectly with the forest floor. It was camouflaged so well that even if you stood right on top of it, you wouldn't see it until it was too late. Another favorite trap was something I picked up from my time in Hawaii. Tie fishing hooks. We'd tie the hooks at different lengths on a stick, then hang them at eye level around our fort's perimeter, and use the thin fishing line to keep them in place. If someone wandered too close to our fort, they'd end up with fishing hooks in their eyes. It was cruel, but it kept us feeling safe, like we had control in a world where often felt powerless. We didn't stop there. We made boards with nails driven through them, painted to match the ground, and buried them on the paths leading to our fort. If security guards even chased us, we lead them straight into those traps. We used to hear the satisfying bang, pop, as their tires hit the boards, knowing they'd have to stop their pursuit and deal with the shredded rubber. Our fort wasn't just a shack in the woods. It was a 2-bedroom sized cave carved into the side of the mountain. We spent hours digging it out with our bare hands, creating escape tunnels that we could use if anyone ever found out, if anyone ever found our hideout. It was our sanctuary, a place where we could live out our fantasies and, to live out our fantasies and being guerrilla fighters, ready to defend our homeland from the invasion. But then one day, after a heavy rain, we returned to our fort and found it collapsed. The mountain had given way, burying our creation under tons of earth. We were lucky we didn't have, or we were lucky we hadn't been inside when it happened. As kids, we didn't think about the dangers or, that's it, man. Oh, shit. Sorry about the or then. I gotta take that out. And you guys have a great day, and I hope you liked that story, and I hope I didn't fuck it up like I usually do. So have a great day and enjoy.